children. How are you? Hope you and your family members are safe and sound with good health. As you all know, the whole world is fighting against a deadly virus COVID-19, and because of this we are in lockdown. So as an active citizen, it is a responsibility that we take precaution to prevent the spread of this deadly disease. Due to lockdown, we are in great academic loss. So to make up this academic loss, we are starting the online classes, and today in this series I'll teach you the lesson crop production and management, which is the first lesson of class 8. Crop production. What does it mean actually? Crop production means how we can produce crop. So first of all, we should know what is the meaning of crop. When a same kind of plants are grown in a large area, then it is said to be the crops. And along with the crop, you should know what is the meaning of agriculture. The science that deals with the growth of plant and animal for human use is called agriculture. So what is the need of agriculture and what is the need of production of crop? Why do we need crop? In class 6 you studied about why do we need food. Why do we need food? That is there in your second chapter, component of food. As you all know, food gives us energy, keeps us healthy, and it is also helpful in fighting the diseases. Same way, nowadays you have to take a very healthy food which will provide you a good immunity against COVID-19. Okay children, now we will continue the next topic, types of crops. On the basis of the season, crops are divided into two categories, Rabi crop and Kharif crop. Rabi crop are those that are grown in rainy season. The rainy season in India generally from June month to September month. So there are certain examples of Kharif crop. They are namely paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, coconut. Again I repeat, the crops which are grown in the rainy season are called Kharif crop. Right? Now we come to the Rabi crops. The crops which are grown in winter season are called Rabi crop. Again I repeat, the crop which are grown in winter season are called Rabi crop. The time period for the Rabi crop is from October month to March month. That means they grow from October month to March month. Wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed are the example of Rabi crops. Okay? Now we will start the new topic, that is the preparation, basic practices of crop production. So there are certain basic practices of crop production which include preparation of soil. So in preparation of soil, actually we prepare the soil for sowing the seed. The next step is sowing. Sowing means planting of seed of crop in a soil. After sowing, the next step in the crop production is adding manure and fertilizers. Later on, when I'll take the topic manure and fertilizer, I will elaborate that what is the difference between manure and fertilizers and how manure are beneficial and what are the disadvantages of using fertilizers. The next basic practice of crop production is irrigation. Irrigation and watering. Can you tell me the difference between irrigation and watering? I'll tell you. Irrigation, when you are supplying water to a plant at regular interval of time. Here the regular interval, in a large piece of land you are giving water to a plant, then it is said to be the irrigation. And if you are giving water to a small piece of land, then it is said to be the watering, and here you are not following the time interval. Okay. The next step is protection from weeds. Now we should know what are weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plant like grass. If you are growing in a field, if you are growing a plant, wheat, you are growing the crop of wheat and along with the grasses grows, then these are said to be the weeds. Actually, these weeds compete with crop for nutrients. Like they compete for nutrient, they compete for sunlight, they compete for space, right? So these weeds, they are the harmful plant or unwanted plant that grows along with the crop. The next basic practice in crop production is harvesting. Harvesting means cutting mature crop from fields. If you are cutting the crop, several devices are there, several implements are there for cutting the mature crop, right? It is said to be the harvesting. Now the last step after harvesting, what you have to do? You have to store the crop, harvested crop, right? For this, what you will do? First, you remove the moisture from the grains and then you store it so that it may not get damaged, right? Now, step by step, we will study the different type of basic practices needed for crop production. So, first practice is preparation of soil. In preparation of soil, firstly what we do? We level the soil. First we plow the soil. We plow the soil with the help of different implements, agricultural implements or agricultural devices like plow, right? Plow is there. So after, what is actually the plowing? You are turning the soil. You are turning the soil up and down, then it is said to be the plowing. And what is the need of plowing? Plowing, when the soil is, you can say, when the soil is plowed, then it becomes very much loosened. And if the soil particles, they get separate apart, then lot of oxygen will be there between the particles of the soil. And the root will get the proper amount of oxygen. And you all know that for the growth of plant, oxygen is very much necessary. And this plant take with the help of root. So there are there is importance of turning or loosening the soil. First, it allows the roots to go deeper into the soil so that it can breathe easily. And second, it is very important, it helps in the growth of microbes and earthworm that add humus to the soil, right? Humus, you all know what is humus. We studied humus in class 7th, Forest a Lifeline, that chapter was there. Humus is dead and decaying organic matter. The leaf, all the small insects that become dead, after some time they get decayed and it get converted into humus, which is very, very useful for the plants. Okay. So the process of loosen and turn into the soil is said to be the tilling or plowing. After tilling, what is done? Leveling is done. Leveling means you level the soil. So big crumbs, when you loosen the soil, there are big crumbs. You know the bread crumbs, small pieces. So big pieces of soil are there. So first of all, these big pieces should be broken down so that the field become leveled or it become plain, right? Because leveling of field is very much necessary, because if you will not do the leveling, then the proper there will be improper distribution of water when you will do the irrigation. So step by step agricultural processes I'll tell you. First of all, first of all you add manure to the field, then you do the watering in the field, then you do tilling and plowing, and then leveling the field. After that you do the irrigation, then you sow the seed in the field. After you remove the weed, and then when the crop is ready, then you do the harvesting, and after that you do the storage. So we will summarize what we have learned today. We have learned about preparation of soil, crops, what definition of crops. I repeat, when a same kind of crop is grown in a large area, then it is said to be the crop. When the same kind of plant is grown in a large area, it is said to be the crop. Then we have studied about the basic practices. What we have done? Practices, first of all, it was preparation of soil, then sowing. After that, it was removal of adding manure and fertilizer, then weeding, then harvesting, and then storage. So these are the various basic practices which we have to follow for the good crop production. Now the next we will do, why is leveling so important? Leveling is very important because for the proper distribution, as I told you earlier, for the proper distribution of water. Okay, so this much we will study today, right? Tomorrow we will start with the sowing. Thank you very much, children. After this, I'll send you the notes, and as I have already sent you the notes, and small worksheet is also there. You have to solve that worksheet and that notes. You have to solve the worksheet in your notebook, right? And then I will tomorrow I'll deliver the next lecture, and then you will do the next worksheet. Thank you very much.